Welcome back, everybody, to the Buffalo Bulls Dynasty. Today, we reach the midway point of Season 8. We play Game 6 against winless Pitt. It's a good stretch for us to try to get some things on track this year, and the focus for me has been on the running back rotation, which is currently being led by Keenan Cleveland. But then on the defensive side, we did not start the season very well, but are coming off our best game of the year. In our 37-7 win against Wake Forest last episode, we picked up 7 sacks and 3 interceptions, with 2 players, Devontae Carrion and Devin Hester, getting the first interceptions of their careers. If our defense can keep causing that kind of disruption, I think we have a very high ceiling this year. And we got to get some things on track before our game against Syracuse next week. Now for Pitt, this has been a brutal start to the year. And this is a team that has a good quarterback. I mean, that's the starting point for any team, but it's not enough. Pitt has been the worst team in the ACC this year, averaging 9.2 points per game, with 137 rushing yards through 6 weeks. That's 22.8 yards a game. Somehow 2 teams have ran for even less. But we're back to the Bulls today, everybody. Thank you for the support in this series, and let's get into Game 6. We're wearing the alternate uniforms today with the gray uniforms, the blue pants. We don't break this look out enough. But we're underway with Devin Hester handling the return, and he'll be taken down shy of the 20-yard line as Kenyon Traylor makes start number 6. 5 touchdown passes, no interceptions on the year still. We're taking care of the football. And to get the day underway against the blitz, he is going deep, and it's batted down. Underthrown for Oscar McNabb. Trying to catch Pitt napping on the first play. Now they toss it outside on the screen, and keeping his balance, that is Jimmy Sampson. Out to the 37 with this catch. He can be a tough guy to get to the ground. Good contact balance, of course, the most elusive back we have. Gets another handoff now on first down, and to the outside he goes, gaining 7. DeMarco Lacombo checks in here, 2nd and 3, keeping it to the front side. He picks up first down yardage. We go out of the pistol. Lacombo with a sharp cut. He gains 4 more. You got to force teams to stop the power. Now off the fake. Right on target, caught by McNabb. Kenyon Traylor with a perfect throw, deep in the pocket and under pressure, right as McNabb clears the linebacker. Joel Traggs is in. Following him, Lacombo drags a defender ahead, gaining 5. Receivers line up tight now. It's 3rd and 7, and Traylor gets it away, and that is McNabb. He's now completed as many passes to a wide receiver as he did a week ago. Rolling out. Got it to McNabb again. I mean, just the accuracy in tough circumstances is very impressive for Traylor. Lacombo carries here, 3rd and short, and not often he gets turned away like this. And Buffalo didn't come this far to just kick it. 4th and 1, inside. They got it with Keenan Cleveland. And this long opening drive continues on. Jump ball, Roger Grimm cannot bring it down. One more try maybe, 3rd and goal. It's Traylor, he throws, and it's caught for the touchdown. Tight end Mike Dugans caps off a 16-play possession, and Buffalo marches down 80 yards for the lead. Well, let's hope our defense can handle an offense that's been one of the worst in college football this year. Starting with a run, no getting around Troy Hodell. Ben Price, the senior, he's battling through his last season as a Panther. Not much on the 2nd down run. Brings up 3rd down, and there's time, and the pass goes underneath. That's the running back / slot receiver, Tony McNulty. They get the first down and hand this off, and there's some daylight to run through. It's a gain of 8. big run for this team. Feeding a running back again. This time it's Jamie D'Imperio. And it's 3rd and short now for the Panthers. They'll try running here again, and Buffalo turns them away. And they'll have drive number 2 start at their own 22. Give to Lacombo right up the middle. And looking for contact there. He is stopped after 9. Trailer now going to throw quick in. Hook up again. Mike Dugans. That time lined up slot right. Already 9 pass attempts for Trailer and looking to make it 10. On the screen, Lacombo picks up a block and is taken down at the 43. I don't mind seeing any of the 3 running backs used in the passing game. Sampson obviously the best at it as he's chased down. Long 3rd down now for Trailer and company. Holding up against the rush. Short pass caught. That's McNabb. And they don't get the first down. And they'll forego a 52-yard field goal. They will go here. 4th and 2. Trailer hits McNabb in the arm. He wasn't ready for it. It is a turnover on downs. Pitt takes over. Off the play action. Into coverage. It's nearly picked by Spencer Jordan. Excellent coverage in the middle of the field that time. I feel like we found our ideal starting secondary. Now they set up the screen, and on the outside, getting about 9. That's McNulty. I'm not sure if you can trust the run here. They're going to try it and barely get it. Tough run, though, from D'Imperio. Pitt at midfield. Keeping it on the ground, trying to change direction and getting outside 5 yards. So already it looks like an above-average rushing day for Pitt. 3rd and 3, they go short and cannot get all of it. And they're sending on the punt team. From the 20 against the stack box, we'll run at it here. Lacombo barrels through, gaining 4. Off the fake and under pressure, here is Trailer. And he throws a perfect strike. Hauled in by Nelly Jarrell. Trailer so good in tough spots here in this game. He's got 3rd down now, and diving for it, complete to Roger Grimm. Move the sticks. They're into Pitt territory. This is Cleveland, nice move, and he'll gain 8 more. We can keep all these running backs fresh, change the approach anytime we want. Here's Cleveland speeding to the edge, and they got him. On a 3rd and 2, they try to hit the outside, and they're going to leave the offense on. Sampson now in the game. It's 4th and 4. And Trailer hits Dugans, causing defenders to collide. He's got the first down. Now into the red zone fringe. It is Sampson leaping his way and gaining 5. Cleveland getting more snaps this possession. Good cut to the inside. 3 yards. And Cleveland's the back here. 3rd and 2. And here goes Trailer. He basically got a pick there of 2 defenders with the left tackle. Gain of 13. Goal to go from the 5. And they'll run a sweep now. Sampson cuts and scores. Touchdown Buffalo. It's Jimmy Sampson. New York's own. 14-0. Just a minute 20 now until the half. Pitt still with the donut on the scoreboard. They go short and turning things up. A good catch and run for Anthony Burden. First down and again underneath. Burden holds it in to the 37. 2 timeouts remain for the Panthers. And sitting down, making the catch, McNulty. Looking like Pitt's best drive to this point. They have it at the 29. Good protection, and the pass is forced. Intercepted. Jason Harper takes it, and the shutout continues. Harper has been taking off this year, becoming a star defensively. Tough as we can see there in coverage. Very active, high energy in the running game. It is 14-0. Traylor's in some trouble. He's going to extend, and he's going to get out of this mess. He's down the sideline. Kenyon Traylor having one of his most fun halves as a Buffalo Bull. And now he's going to step up, gets caught from behind, coughing up the football, and Pitt takes over. They'll have another chance here. And they have more points playing basketball now than football today. 14-0. And it's complete at the 30. And that'll get them in field goal range. It'll be a 47-yard field goal try. And this kick has split the uprights. And Pitt is on the board, 14-3. Buffalo will wrap things up, and they'll do so with Keenan Cleveland out on the edge. There's one move, and then taken down. I guess what you're hoping for there is a face mask that could extend the half a little bit. But that'll wrap things up here. Buffalo 14-3. Not many possessions there in the first half after that 16-play game starter. But I think we're seeing what we want to see from this team. A good blend in the running game, using all three running backs well. Kenyon Traylor's playing really good football. And the defense has only allowed 3 points. They're doing their job. Now Price is going to open the second half. This is a run and a good one for Pitt as they get 12 straight away. Inside again, through the middle. That's back-to-back first downs. Where is this coming from? And now they hit us with the RPO. And they're inside our 40. That's a good rhythm to start this second half. Now Carrion comes up and delivers a hit. That'll force 3rd and 9. Have to get inside the 30. Spinning out. Price just throws it away. Felt the pressure that time, and despite the good start, the drive ends in a kick. And a pretty good one, too, out of bounds at the 5. Buffalo 3 receivers, Cleveland the running back. And he'll try to get to the edge again and runs out of room. Wrapped up at the 19. Had that 24-yarder to finish off the first half. Now they go Lacombo, and he loses the ball. Buffalo falls on it. Second fumble of the day for the Bulls. Now 3rd and 6. They'll go McNabb's direction. That's a first down. Busy day for him after a quiet one against Wake Forest. Sampson caught in the backfield. They have been tough occasionally against the run, throwing off these drives. Here it's 3rd and 8, and Ray Dove comes up well short. They're going to kick this back. Nice sequence for the Panther D. From the 17, it's trouble for Price, and then he recovers the fumble. Rashawn Hayden hit him twice on that play. First to force the fumble, the second to tackle him. They have to get 12. Ben Price loads up, overthrowing a receiver. Perfect coverage by Spencer Jordan and Larry Pan. Here at midfield, it is Kenyon Traylor on target again, hauled in by McNabb. Tight formation, this is Sampson cutting inside, first down. Extra defender in the box on first down. Traylor's going to loft it. He's got him, and it's caught! Touchdown, Oscar McNabb. They got a great look on that play. The only deep safety was not going to be covering Oscar McNabb. He gets off the line clean. They don't respect that speed, and that's an easy pitch and catch. 7 passing touchdowns now for Kenyon Traylor. Up 3 scores now, late 3rd. And the Panthers spread the field out. They'll throw to the outside, first down and more. Taken to midfield by Ben Gooch. They've put the ball into Buffalo territory a couple times, and now having trouble getting around the block. They're back on their half. 2nd and 14, they'll recover some yards, a gain of 8 on the ground. But we're going to the 4th quarter now. Panthers struggling to keep up. 3rd down. What a throw! And a good adjustment there. It was a little behind Sean Tracy. They're up to the 27, hitting a mid-screen now. Ben Gooch to the 18. The furthest they've made it all day. And Price throwing, almost gets picked in the end zone. Harper had it hit his hands. And they'll settle for the field goal try. It's now 21-6. Remember, they average 9 points a game. Bulls lead by 15. Cleveland gets the carry, and the Panthers swarm. There's nowhere to go. It's second down, and Traylor steps up, floats. That's a dangerous ball, but McNabb hauls it in. And now third down. 4 on the rush, and they get to Traylor before he can let it rip. 3 and out. This is Fatini-Kun to kick it deep. Panthers have a little bit of hope here, but they've got to get to the end zone. And that's going to be about 65 yards away. Split backs now, and they have a running back in the slot. So the inside give, that's a run to the 46. They'll fake it, throw to the open man. Up to the 42. Ben Price, the leader of this Panthers team, throws to the outside. Good catch. Gooch holds on at the 25. Fake now on first down. He fires. Perfect ball. Caught at the 2. Best pass all day from Ben Price. And he spreads the field now and keeps it. He's in. Touchdown, Ben Price. And Pitt has their first touchdown. Not letting the Bulls run away with this game. It is, with the extra point, a 1-possession game. The Bulls cannot afford to get careless. They have to close this game out. 3:35 to go. It's Hester on the return to the 29. And now they'll try to run this game to the end. Out of the eye, DeMarco Lacumbo wrapped up. He gains 3. Quiet day for Lacumbo. They'll put Sampson in. He's going to sweep this, trying to get to the outside, and that's going to be enough. First down, Buffalo. Now Cleveland is in. All 3 running backs touching the ball on this drive, and that'll take us to the warning. The whole defense keying on the run here. Here is Jimmy Sampson, gets the first, following a block, and then cuts it out. Sampson to the 20. He will go. 45-yard touchdown. And there is Jimmy Sampson, everybody. A fan favorite for good reason. But he's never gotten the big workload. He's used kind of just like a third down back at times, but those carries are adding up. And here in a big spot. I mean, you're one mistake away from letting Pitt really make this interesting. And Jimmy Sampson delivers the dagger on a 45-yard touchdown. 28-13. 90 seconds remaining. All Buffalo cares about here is keeping the play in front of them and the clock moving. Good protection. Price throws the strike. It's hauled in again. 1 timeout left. Pitt would love for this to come down to an onside kick. And they're inside the red zone. Price firing too low. And he had it that time. That could have been the touchdown. They go empty on third down. The ball comes out. And that is a big hit from Troy Hodell. 4th down and 20. And they're going to go the short route. Dan could not stay in bounds. That is going to do it, everybody. And Buffalo scores a win, 28-13. Not the most dominant game. We scored 1 touchdown in all 4 quarters. But we led this game basically from start to finish. And I think it's overall a solid win. Especially for Jimmy Sampson. He touched the ball 9 times on offense today for 99 yards and 2 touchdowns. And he delivered the knockout blow, sending the Panthers to 0-7. I think we could afford to give him the football even more. This was a great game to really showcase him. The defense was solid. They weren't anything special, I thought, up front in the pass rush department. Ben Price, 28 of 38. Did have a lot of passing yards, but I think 7 an attempt is nothing to worry about too much. Sometimes these teams run the attempts up, and that inflates the yardage. But we did a good job against the run. We were tough in the red zone when we had to be. And I think we do have our defense trending in the right direction. The real test is going to be next week. I also really like where freshman quarterback Kenyon Traylor is. Whether it's on the move or under pressure in the pocket, throws aren't giving him a lot of problems right now. His accuracy is impressive, and it's another interception-free game. Now, moving on to our next week, Buffalo rejoins the top 25, now voted in as the number 21 ranked team. And here in the ACC, we are 2-1 in the North Coast, and we'll face the top team, Syracuse, next week. Here are the overall numbers on the year, and the running back breakdown now has Cleveland with the top efficiency, Sampson behind him, and then Lacumbo. We haven't seen too many big plays out of Lacumbo, and maybe it'd be worth seeing what a more elusive approach could bring us. I like that all three running backs have very different skill sets. Lately, the power has just been our least effective option. Who do you think should start against Syracuse? Oscar McNabb had himself a really good game, now taking a lead in catches and yards with this team. Jamal Harper is continuing to be a problem for opposing defenses. Now 2 interceptions on the year to go with 53 tackles to come in second on the team. He is yet another 3-star success story for this series, and it's by far been his best in coverage. A quick check on the recruiting board. We are still able to put points into this battle for David Hutton, but it might come down to how well the Week 9 visit goes. We face number 1 Syracuse. We're bringing in the number 1 defensive tackle in the country. This is going to be one of the biggest regular season games of the series, and it's finally us getting a chance to face Syracuse. There are only 3 FBS Division I teams in New York, and it's taken this long to play Syracuse, and they're the best team in the nation right now. They've recruited extremely well, and that's continued into this year where they've taken 2 quarterbacks that were high on our board. So all I'm really doing right now is setting up visits to try to solidify the battles that are ongoing, not really adding a whole lot of players to the board right now. But I think we're in good shape to put together a very strong recruiting class. But here's the big matchup on the way. Number 1 Syracuse, number 21 Buffalo. And if you want to go to the ACC title, I'm not sure you can handle losing this game. That'll put you in a very tough spot. Thomas Calcaterra is their first-year quarterback. He has been tremendous this year. No interceptions for him, no interceptions for Kenyon Traylor. We'll see if either quarterback can stay mistake-free next week. They have some really good receiving talent on this team. Anthony Gallagher is a 91. Alex McCartney, their best defensive player. He already has a dozen sacks on the year, and I'm not sure why he came back for his senior season. Didn't he already have enough draft stock? 22 sacks as a sophomore, 13 and a half last season. We could be looking at a first-round pick here, and we're going to have our hands full in trying to slow him down. He is an elite player that came back for his senior year to try to lead Syracuse to a championship. These teams both score around 32 points per game, and both teams are very similar in terms of defensive points allowed. I think it's an even matchup, and it's a big one here in the state of New York. I also recognized another player that I really wanted to add a couple years ago, and in the recruiting battle, Syracuse was victorious for linebacker Kyle Abrams. He's a 5-star player from the state of New York. I wanted him badly 2 years ago, and he's now a starting linebacker for Syracuse. He has 43 tackles on the season, and we're going to meet next week. I feel like the Syracuse rivalry has gotten a start thanks to recruiting. Now we finally take it to the field in the battle for New York. Thank you all for watching today's episode. Please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And a very big game is coming up next time, and I'll see you all then.